Welcome to Science Chapter 6. Today is Thursday, March 26th, and we are going to review previous concepts of the use of fins, location, and what they're used for. And then we're going to discuss the 3 defenses that a fish may use. And so with that, I'm going to scoot you over. Not that far. And move you down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get, I believe this is 4th grade will have this in their science journal. Hopefully 3rd grade has something like it. So here's our fish. We have the dorsal fins, and they have 2 functions. That is to keep it from flopping over, and also as a defense. And then you have back here you have the pelvic or the anal fin, and that also assists the dorsal fin in keeping it upright. Then you have the pectoral and the pelvic. So you have the pectoral and the pelvic fins, and there's one of these on each side of the fish, and that helps with the direction that the fish wants to go. And then you have your caudal fin here at the back, and that's what causes the fish to go forward, gives it projection forward. Okay, so that's the fins, and isn't it amazing, the creation that we have to study that just really helps direct us to our Heavenly Father. Also, we're studying fish, so the verse that we are going with right now is, let me find it. Mark 1:17, "Come follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of men." So in that context, he's using the analogy of going fishing, and when you go fishing, you catch fish. But he is saying that you can become fishers of men, and that helps direct people to Jesus. And I have a singing daughter in the background, so please ignore that for the time being. Okay, so we're going to talk about the different ways that fish camouflage themselves. Hopefully we can get all of that in. So we have the camouflage, and that's used as a defense, and they blend in with their environment, like the flounder fish that lays on the bottom of the ocean or wherever it may be at that time, and the coloring of it blends in with where it's living. So camouflage, you can think of like going hunting and the men that wear their camouflage pants, the greens or the browns that blend in with their environment so they can hunt the deer. Then you have counter shading, and an example of that is the stingray. The stingray, if you were underneath the stingray and looking up, if you were a predator looking up, you would see a light bottom underneath it so that it would blend in with the sun that was coming down through the water. If you were up above the stingray, it would be dark on the top of the stingray so that it would blend in with the darker part of the ocean, and it would be harder to see. Great defense for those fish. And then we have advertising, and the lionfish. It is absolutely a beautiful fish. I believe there is a picture in your reading about that, and its bright colors advertises that it has the quills that are poisonous, and other fish that have spines that are poisonous. And so that bright color is not just necessarily for beauty, but to say, look out, if you mess with me, I can hurt you. And so advertising its ability to hurt its predator if it tries to attack it. And then we have schools of fish. Who would have ever thought that being in school for a fish would be a defense? But if you think back to Nemo and you think of those silverfish, they were all in a group. And so whenever something would attack it, it would confuse the predator, because then those fish, they just start swimming in every direction. And the predator's like, which one do I get? Which one do I get? And it just confuses them. And then when the predator leaves, they were able to get into their formation again and carry on with whatever they were doing. So I have 3 defenses, but then I wrote 4 up there. What was Miss Harrison thinking? There's actually 4 defenses. So if you caught that, excellent job paying attention. All right, I did eventually catch it. So we have camouflage, counter shading, advertising, and schools of fish for defenses that, because even think about our fish over here, it has the spines of the fin that will hurt them if they grab the fish from the top, or its predator grabs the fish from the top. That's why you have to lay the fins down as you're grabbing the fish to take it off the hook. Because we are actually predators too, aren't we? In the sense that we catch fish for food. All right, hope y'all enjoyed science today. Start making sure you're working through this. I really want you to write this down and practice taking notes from the board. That's just a good skill that we really, especially fourth graders, we really need to work on. And then you have the information and you can start studying it. Okay, so we are studying bony fish for chapter 6, but the other 2 types of fish, cartilaginous and jawless. Miss Harrison almost forgot. All right, y'all have a good day.